Alright, so today we have a new device, a new Apple device. You saw it by the thumbnail, but aha! This time I made sure not to include it in the thumbnail because this one is actually a brand new device. Yep, I walked myself into the Apple Store and I bought a device brand new. It's not from 2007, it's not from earlier than that, it's brand new, 2025. And I'll give you a hint. Boom. And you might be smart enough to know what kind of box this is. And if you guessed iPad, you'd be correct. It's an iPad box. That's right, I got a new iPad. And the reason I did is because I was still rocking my iPad from college that I got for quote-unquote free. And needed an upgrade because it was slow. Because that was an iPad Air third generation, not an iPad third generation. And yeah, I replaced it with this, which is, grand reveal, the iPad Pro, which is upside down. You know, one thing I didn't know actually is this spells out Pro. I didn't know that for the longest time, which it's really cool. It's a really cool wallpaper. But yes, I got a new iPad Pro. The M4 one to be specific. And this won't be like a new unboxing experience because I've been using this thing for a few days at this point, actually. And I just couldn't wait. I just wanted to rip it open and start using it, so I did. So sorry if this is not a true unboxing. However, here's the box, and it's good looking. And you turn it around and see all that stuff. And yeah, pretty cool stuff. Now, anyways, you can read here that it is indeed the Apple iPad Pro 11-inch M4 Wi-Fi. I got a complete base model version of this, partly because I couldn't afford anything more, and second of all, because that's all I needed. I really only wanted the display and the size, which we will get into here in a second. Everything else, I didn't care because I've always been a base model iPad type of guy. I've never needed more than what is the absolute base model possible. And yeah, that was broken today because of course my iPad Air, that was a base model, and the iPad minis I had before, those were also base models. So anyways, base model iPad Pro, and it is the small one because I didn't want the big one. Let's get into it. Let's go ahead and unbox, which of course with Apple is very satisfying. It just pops right open and immediately you can see the device there. And we'll go ahead and take that out. Wow, look at that. So amazing. But first, we must get to the stuff inside. So you can see there the little miniature box that's included with all of this that usually has your user manual and your stickers, and popping that right open you can see iPad Pro, and then on this side you get some other information or something. I don't know, I never have read these, so I don't know what's in them. You can see there's a user guide, which is very nice and simple. And wait, stickers? Hold on, what? Are there no stickers? What? I guess there's no stickers. I'm sorry it's off screen so much, but I'm just looking through it. It doesn't have any stickers. These don't come with stickers anymore? That's crazy. That was one of the parts I was saving until this video, is the stickers. Oh. Oh well. Anyways, here's the rest of the box. You'll notice the charger is missing, and that's because I've been using it, and it's right here. And also, you can see you get a color matched cable with the iPad, which is really cool. But let's get on to the main attraction, which is the device itself. And I mentioned I got this because of the display and the size. Now, what's so special about this display, you might be asking? Especially when I have a display as beautiful as a 5K iMac. And this one is even better than that. Not for resolution's sake, because this is definitely less resolution than that, but because it is what Apple is calling a tandem OLED display, which basically means they stack two displays on top of each other, both OLED displays, and that's supposed to help with light performance, basically. So it stays really bright even in daytime. So let's go ahead and power it on. You can see my background there is from Snow Leopard as usual, because I can't escape 2007. And we'll open it up to see everything. Now, you can't see it that well on camera, but it does look really good. And this wallpaper actually, this isn't, like, normally this isn't actually black. It's more like a gray color. But I tuned it to where it is actually pure deep black. So it looks very, very good. Very nice and dark. And of course, 120 hertz, which you can't see because I record in 30 FPS, but it's very nice. And I will say, I have used this thing outside, and it is quite nice. Sorry I kicked the stand there, but yeah, it's quite nice outside. So, let's also, while I'm thinking about it, we'll do this. Show you the back of it, because that's, I mean, you gotta see it. You gotta see it. But yeah, anyways, tandem OLED display is very nice. Makes for some nice deep blacks while also having great contrast. And honestly, this is such a great display. It really is. I remember people saying that this is one of the best displays on the market, just full stop. Beating out a lot of competitor, like, professional displays and stuff, which is pretty cool to hear. And I just had to have it for that reason. And another reason I had to have it is because the size, which is oh so skinny. And let me grab a comparison here. Move you back ever so slightly. Pull you out. And what do we have in here? That would be a size reference. We'll grab you. And we'll grab you. No, not you. You. And you? Yes, you. Okay. So I've got some varying devices here from different times to help me out here. And we're going to compare the thickness to them all. Starting out with number one. Who would have guessed it? Oh, that's a spoiler right there. Oh. Starting out with number one, of course, the original iPhone from 2007. So, I'm going to try and do this in the best way possible. But, honestly, just holding... I'm having to basically stretch my arms out full, which is really, it's really straining my arms. But it's worth it for this. And you can see there... the iPad is significantly thinner than the first generation iPhone. And honestly, this thing is extremely lightweight too. I know what I can get actually. Give me a second here. Okay, so now I actually got something else too, which is this first generation iPad, which I bet still has battery even though I haven't used it. Yep, still kicking. These things are awesome. Like a DS battery. Here you can see your size difference there. A lot skinnier for the first generation iPad. However, that's, you know, first generation, so it's going to be a little fatter. Next device to compare is this, my iPhone 5C that I got for free. And we'll compare and see that, yes, indeed, the iPad is skinnier than the 5C. Despite the 5C supposed to be like the light iPhone, like, I mean light as in L-I-T-E, you know how all the, like, gaming apps had, oh, Minecraft Pocket Edition Lite, Geometry Dash Lite, that kind of stuff. That's what I meant by light. Alright, and the last device, you see it on the table here, it's the iPhone X. And we'll see here that it is indeed even skinnier than that. And this was the first device with the full screen, as we know. So, this thing's pretty cool. I'm really enjoying it. I'm really enjoying all the horsepower it's got, because it's got the M4 processor in it here, which I know is not running at its full potential as compared to like a MacBook Pro or something similar like that, but it is certainly powerful. This one is the 9-core with 3 performance cores and 6 efficiency cores, I believe, and it's not the 10-core one. The 10-core one is in the upgraded versions of this, but I didn't get it. So I'm happy with my 9 cores though, because it is so powerful. And technically that would make it stronger than my M1 MacBook, which is right here. And we can do a comparison here. Oh gosh, this was heavy to hold out. Yeah, it's really thin. It sure is. Okay, go back in there, please. Whew, alright, and so, yeah, you got that, and of course, I just do games on it. If you're expecting me to say something like, oh, I draw or something, I don't. I literally just do, like, light gaming on here. You can see, if I go over here, got games tab, and just got some games, so. That and YouTube. It's great, it works, but honestly, I had the money, so I thought, why not, really? Why not get a nice iPad for once? I thought, I'm going to have an iPad for a long time, because usually I keep my iPads longer than anything else that I keep, modern-wise. Like, obviously I'm probably going to keep the iMac Pro for a long time. I'm going to keep this guy for a long time. Who knows with this thing? This thing, the 5C makes me sad. This is staying around for a long time. That good stuff. So, of course, that's the walk around of this device. And it is so cool and so lightweight, and I've been using it constantly. I've already had to charge it despite having it for like 3 days. Which may not seem that crazy, but usually these iPads have pretty good battery life. But I've been using it like all day, every day, so it's pretty cool. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, because I love reading the comments. And as usual, I'll be back next week with another cool video. See ya!